welcome back. Can you not interrupt my intro? I'd really appreciate it. I gotta go to the freaking balcony to get some. Oh, and it's nighttime. It seems I was just ill-prepared to do this. In fact, I'm so prepared I'm about to sneeze. Anyways, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Old World Blues. This episode, I'm gonna switch it up and use unarmored. Because why the freak not? I'm sorry, I don't like why the freak. I don't like that. Because why not? And I'm gonna use this. This is much faster, by the way, than the normal Saturday Night Fist goes. I'm going through this. You freaking get the gist. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. Hopefully. Oh shit! A robot. No, it's just not there yet. We're gonna do anything. Stick with the axe. And you see, you get to throw it once around because it can be used on those. I believe that's because of jerky piggy, but God only knows. Also, my inventory has been cleaned out, so hopefully there'll be a little less of endlessly scrolling through stuff and whatnot. Ooh, metal stuff. That's always interesting. Use that to make stuff. Let's splice some stuff. Okay. Oh.
Who am I?
Oh.
I feel different, awake, alive for the first time ever. What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dreamer such as myself? No!
I love his tiny little. That's one of the better words to describe it. Yeah, his tiny no, like it's so soft and quiet. It's bizarre and terrifying at the same time. You truly feel bad for the robot that you made, and we should never do something like that ever again. So we're in here for several things. The X8 research for the gun. Well, that's hopefully that's not our brain. Yeah, know what I mean? No, that's not our brain. But let me adjust the mic here real quick. Sorry about that. Oh, I gotta move to. Okay, there we go. Good lord. That when you think you're ready and you're just not quite ready. And speaking of not ready, I'm not ready to fight a robot. Watch this, two of them. Mr. Orderlies. Alright. We're finding stuff with the X8 gun, specifically to take down, like, force fields. Oh, look at that. Somebody was digging up here with a shovel. We may have a need for a shovel. Keep pushing F. Dog and robot splicing. Interesting. We'll check that out later. I still have guilt. Oh, we can't go there. I don't think we can even go in here yet. No. We need to go through the test. So get ready, because this test is weird. So, we have to enter this area to get the stuff. So, yeah, Boris is gonna be talking. Fucking shit. God damn it. Shut up, Boris.
the tarantula hook. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador.
Of course, shut up. So basically, you have to run to these 3 terminals. Oh my god.
This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detention. Detention. I'll tell you how I spell it. Detention.
Alright.
Now I will
Just run. Actually, sprints won't probably break the seal. Yeah, it does. Awesome. Because this is... it's just...
Especially you.
Oh, I really like it.
Who turned me down for high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant.
Okay.
Step outside during class.
Here.
They'll make sure
Grab
you
this.
make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the...
Boris, can you just shut the fuck up? Okay, good.
Residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Okay. As I was trying to explain there, you have to run in there and get the 3 records, and they are in somewhat the same place. Sometimes, not other times. It's a mess. It sucks. I don't like it. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. What the fuck, dude? Interesting. Who would have thought dogs could play cards? I never would have suspected. And then, yeah, it's...
The residential test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason?
Failure
Yeah,
state.
Boris is having like a moment, but,
Commencing lawful use of deadly force.
Yay! I'd forgotten about the old boy and the countless experiments I'd done on him back at his. Gabe? Gabe, you're about to have your favorite treat. A visitor. Won't that be nice? Don't eat the visitor, boy. Don't, please. Gabe would bark and snarl and bite whenever anyone came to visit. That's why I replaced his legs with spare parts and fed him a steady diet of psycho-laced dog chow. Gabe, I am sorry I put your brain in a bowl, boy. He's a good boy. You are.
God, Boris, the more you talk, the more I dislike you. Dog on the bottom, I'd spice it. That would be something. I think. So one of these, you just gotta go through. Nope. Oh, yep. Static, stimpad. More, if you couldn't tell, it's for the canine gun. That's why you're getting all this magnum ammo. The kennel, yep. Nope, can't go in the kennel. Yeah, that's right. We gotta go. I think I've gotten myself turned around because I'm picking too much stuff up. Yes, this way. Then, is the kennel unlocked? No, not that kennel. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. That's right, it all shifts. Yeah, watch out for Gabe. Oh shit! Yeah, it's a giant.
Hitting them in the name of all that is Mobius.
Oh jeez.
Mobius sees you.
Yeah, and then the robot
Feel the full power of my robo-scorpions for science.
But now we have two of the technologies. That much more to leave in this crazy hell. But don't think you're done at X8 because you aren't. Yeah, you want this. No. Advanced test, please. Advanced test. Alright. Yeah, we're not then we're here. Download module. And like that, we can now. Thank you for the level. Okay, now shoot those. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go. I got lucky. I'm getting lucky with these. Okay. So, notes already. They can shoot everything. Retrieve Richie Marcus's stuff. He calls him ball under because he hates Richie Marcus.
Today, the cafeteria will be serving nothing because I didn't build one.
Well, at least he's being honest.
No bathrooms, no swirlies, no chocolate pudding left in the chair.
God damn.
Brilliant party. What are you going to do now, Richie Marcus?
I heard you love balls, Richie Marcus. Boros is totally not just a
School is a
terrible, horrible person.
even though I am a long graduate of this hated facility. Now I see its worth and see it was corrupted by fraternities and girls.
Fuck. What? Aren't you supposed to fall and... What? I don't know why he didn't fall. Hi. Dogs, don't mind me as I run through the game because it's mine. Ow! Be through. Thank you. Okay, I literally think it's the exact same thing. So... we just... Okay. Yeah, look, they're all dead already too. So, just get out whenever you can, and it will be that much closer to finishing X8 and all the stuff that is needed with it. Except we're not almost done in certain ways and not in certain ways. Because we need that. Brain's best friend. We'll do that too. Because I know this, we're not done yet. There may or may not be some robo-scorpions waiting for us.
Tail oh, go my minion! Sting them in the name of all that escape me! You're no match for science!
Oh yeah, Mobius? Well, how is science gonna do when an axe is in your face? Let's be a smart person and stare at the explosion. It's blowing up.
Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Oh, hit my robo-scorpion, will you? If you think braving the cyber dogs of you, intruder, it is no use. All cyber dogs are under my command, and they will fight you.
No way. I tell you, this Mobius guy, he's sure something. This fucking robo-scorpion just kept running away from me. And it was the most annoying thing ever. Get the fuck, don't run! Fucking, oh yeah, that's right, I leveled up. I've been under constant threat though, but I just haven't been able to do anything about it. Certified tech. All knowledge of robotic components allows you to break them more easily. You have a 20 against robots, and you'll find them more useful components in their strength. I mean, it's good, but I really just want. Is that? No, it's not Plaspas. It's. Where is it? Is it. No, where. There it is. I don't have it. Damn. Two. SMG server. I keep looking at this one. Alright, yeah. I want those. What? Why was I not the level up? There's a Night Stalker and a Cybertruck right there. It's being very strange with what it considers, or when it considers me to be in combat, and when it doesn't consider me to be in combat. I guess I don't have to put it out. Can I get oh.
You require some additional.
Yeah. Let me engage and do the basic procedure and be completely 100% healed. Now remember, I still can't take my stuff out because I don't have my brain yet, but you know, time will come.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
I didn't put him down. I think Mobius's Robo-Scorpions did, but here's just Bull.
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while I... You know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down. Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force. As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before, until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes. Forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Okay.
Until next time.
Yeah. Alright, moving on after sadness. Sad sadness. That's a good way of putting it. Let's head to X13 and start that nonsense. Actually, we're not. We're just gonna get more stuff for X8. But you never know. In fact, speaking of X8, I think the thing is literally right here. If you count that, my thing is pointing right at it. Yeah, I guess I'll take your waste crystals. Trade that industry cells I could care less for. Where is... There it is. I was about to say, I know it's in here. And then we gotta go back to X8. Go back in. Thankfully, there are no robo-scorpions waiting for us this time. And what do you know? We have a key. And what do you don't know? There's stupid ass nice stoppers in here. Fucking beefy. As usual. Come on, let me up. Okay. That could have been much worse, but thankfully, the shotgun did most of the work there. And then re-release the unusual specimen. Huzzah! And then I think we just do the basic test, correct? Yes. So now, instead of, it is slightly different this time. Remember, we have this. Instead of Cyberdogs, we now have stupid ass Night Stalkers in place, which you can argue what is or isn't news. Oh yes, I've gone wrong direction. It's right here. Because it's been around slightly, but it's a test. I'm gonna get trapped, I'm gonna die. Oh. Okay, I've broken my legs. Let me do. Well, that was something. There. I shouldn't have done that because now I can't run across it. You gotta lure them across it, not just do that. Oh. Let me up! Get me out of here! Oh, jeez! Let me out! Oh. Oh.
Did you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls.
Hey, you guys aren't sitting anymore. Why aren't you sitting anymore? Only one's sitting. Well, that was terrifying to say the least. But at least we only have to do it one more time. Then we should be good to go. Okay, we play the advanced test. Oh, that's right, this stuff's on. Oh, some of it. Please. Oh, jeez, braids. And I think I just went a bad direction. Ow! Yeah, I should be going the wrong direction. God, no! No! Damn doors! Get crippled. What kind of logic is that? Wild Wasteland's activating, so I don't know what to do. Okay. Let me through. just keep going. Remember, turn. It's gonna be not there. That didn't work as I thought it would.
On hostile target.
But it's right here is where we gotta go. Alright. You're on my way. No. Get the fuck out of the way. There's so many of them. Come on. Me up and around. There we go. Oh my god. Where am I gonna go? There. Oh. I think you get the picture. I will see you on the other side. Alright, surprisingly, it's much easier. Oh, jeez. It's much easier when you just, you know, actually shoot the dogs. That totally did not take multiple tries and have me get totally frustrated. I don't know why I said totally, dude. It's radical. Alright, go in here. Get the results. And there we go. 10% against Night Stalkers. What they freaking do. Only in Big Mountain, though, so I don't really care for it. But if we go back to here, through the splicing area, get that crap off the area. Then we splice lobotomite. And no, robot. No, lobotomite dog. Excuse me. What mad creation will we make here? We will make. Oh. Yikes. Well, that's science, though. Sometimes it's not always the nicest thing. What happens if we splice a robot and a dog? You get Roxy. Hi, Roxy. This, you get a little companion that can only follow you in X8 and can easily die. So, as much as I appreciate Roxy, yeah, just, yeah. As much as dogs are cool, that dog dies way too easy. So, time to go get the rest of the stuff, partially in X13. Oh yeah, we need to grab that. These. And the chest piece. And now we have the suit. I am not going to put it on because it talks to you. It also has this, you know, nasty little habit of using your stim packs. But since we have some stuff like this, oh, look at that. We can head down here. Find some interesting stuff right here. Including garbage. I know you guys like garbage. And then there's this room. Which, we don't have anything for it. I don't want the medics, but sure. There too. So yeah, there's. Always now be on the lookout for force fields and fucking Night Stalkers Where's Lily when you need her? Oh, that's blood. I thought that was another invisible one. There isn't one. Are you serious? Oh. I'm not even gonna go down there because it was nothing. Oh yeah, here's a weird this throw I'm thinking of. Yeah. It's just weird because there's no. I think it's because there's no loading screen. Yeah, I think there's no loading screen, but it has stuff coming through. Swear to God. I thought I saw stuff for the whatchamacallits. I thought I saw something that looked Kazador-ish. Night Stalker research. You want to click all of these. Because I'm not kidding when I say I think that's how you get some of the things here. Don't fall down yet. Don't. I don't know what's happening there. Don't ask me. I wasn't falling. Oh boy, it's a hard one. How well do you think I will do with this one? Didn't want that. Well, I don't think there are that many options left, so. Oh. Okay. Man, they made I don't know if they made a bunch of stuff with this or what, but it looks. They got some really good futuristically. That's what I said. Futuristic-y looking stuff. And it looks nice. Check out this mod. This is stuff with the K9000. The dog gun, in case you forgot. Although I doubt you forgot the dog gun. And then upgrade to the auto dock. I could have sworn about the auto dock stuff. Oh, look where it is. Y17. You know what? I also didn't get in Y17. It's the freaking thing. No, there's something here. No, Y17 has the force field now. What the fuck am I talking about? I think I'm brain melting right now. I am by following this marker because it's just right here. There. Yep. Okay. Chemistry stat. And I guess we will just start with the X13 test because we might as well. Okay, just jump down here and get ready to do it. I think you have to be wearing the stealth suit. It wouldn't make much sense if you could do it with.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
You
Who can I hide you from today?
Because you talk over me.
We're okay on Stimpaks. This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us.
Yes, sure.
No more medics to kill the pain.
Good. We don't need chems where we're going. Okay, and actually watch out for...
You're my best friend forever.
Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Just go in here. And take it.
Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.1. Boot damping sensors
And for that,
online.
we get 7,000 XP in the Robo-Scorpion. Get out of here, Scorpions.
I see you. Now I end
That's more Robo Scorpions down. Get out of the way.
Mean robot bugs. Mean robot bugs.
Yes, yes. Keep quiet. By the
No
way,
more medicine. So sad.
shut up. By the way, the stealth suit also will fucking...
This is the advanced test. Watch out for laser tripwires. They'll ruin our day.
By the way, the stealth suit will automatically use your stim pack, I think, when it gets upgraded to a certain amount.
Uh-oh.
Which is actually like one of the worst things ever. Level up again.
Should invest in walking eyes.
Jeez. The window's open in my room and my freaking notepad is right next to me.
Test data processed.
And it
Firmware
blew up
updated
and
to
it
version
scared the
1.2.
shit out of me,
Our
actually.
subnet online.
Yeah. Do you mind?
Sting them in the night.
Fighting over.
You almost made me freaking lose that. And because I beat up another Robo Scorpion, I get more stuff. What? Level 42? Excuse me? Okay, sure. That means I can get Meltdown. Where is Meltdown? There it is. It's the dumbest, most amazing perk of all time.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you want to see it in action? I don't know why they added it, but it's awesome. Is that not the greatest thing ever? Where are you? Where are you, other Robo Scorpion?
The eye
Back down.
Alright. We're not done yet, though. We still need to do the expert.
This is the expert stealth test. If you thought the lasers were bad, wait till you see the proximity mines.
Okay, yes, there are proximity mines. I freaking forget where they all are. That's why you want to just quick save constantly throughout this. You can disable the robots, though. But you cannot. Thinking of a different test, aren't I? And now they're just, yeah, the proximity mines can be hard to detect, too.
Test data processed.
Alright.
And we're updated to version 1.3. Torso fitment synced to user's physiology.
Thanks, I guess. I think we're getting close to being done.
This is the robot compliance test. If you sneak up on a robot, you can disable it. It's so easy, even I can't mess up.
Alright. Thanks. Yeah, these tests just are weird. I get what they're doing, going for it, but like... yeah, whatever. Deactivate that one. This one. No, I don't know why you would go any other ways than the other tests. There's the proximity mine. Forget where the other 2 or 3 are. You hear the proximity mine go off, just back up. Oh, there's that one. Shut up. Where's the other one? Interesting. I think. I hear another robot. There it is.
Test data processed.
No, there's only 3.
Firmware updated to version 1.4. Impulse accelerator online.
And I think that is literally all of them. Yeah, because you get the stealth ops, or spec ops, which increases sneak by 3. So, yeah. Well, there we go. Time for the suit to forever go away, because you talk. And that is actually...
Don't you like me anymore?
I never really cared for you. Because when somebody talks and uses my stim packs without my permission, I get very cranky. Wow, that broke my leg. Yes, Glass Spaz is the greatest thing ever. I like how I have to broke my leg over them. Wait till you can see the real effects of Glass Spaz. Wait till we get into it like that. Wait till we fight Caesars. Alright, Mobius, I think it's enough. Scorpions. It's like, I'm getting sick and tired of fighting thousands of robots. Ah, there we go. What's that? Is that a freaking Night Stalker? Night Stalker? I'm so sick of these fucking Night Stalkers.
Attention, Green Mountain. There's a 95% chance of clear skies interrupted with artillery fire.
Alright. I just want to go back to the sink real quick and get healed by the auto dock. Is that too much to ask for?
You require some additional...
Apparently, for some, it is. Okay, actually before we go there, we actually want to go to the hazmat testing ground. Bring this bad boy out. There's a unique little thing here. This hazmat suit. Maybe interesting. Maybe not. Who am I to say? Yes, I thought I had gotten everything here. Forgetting that there is that there. But there is... Oh, it's not even in there, I don't think. And you know what? I was over here when I came here for the first time. Oh no, it is in there. Okay. Would it surprise anybody that I'm the biggest dummy of all time? It's right here. So there was literally no reason at all to do that. So that's neat. But oh, is it down here? You know, right next to the computer? My God. Who would have thought? Find the sync support AI upgrades. I think I've done most of those. Nope, not X12. I think I know why. Because... what did I just drop? I guess I'll take that back. That's why. We turned on the lights. Me, sir. Hello? Anybody here? Oh. That's, not terrifying at all. So that's how you get the canine gun if you didn't get it from the think tank. Oh jeez, there's people after me, but there's that. And then yeah. Ow. We're just gonna get the fuck out of here. That's just a lot of shit right now I don't want to deal with. He says as he falls to the bottom of the thing. Well done. Good job. Oh, I missed some ammo, so... You know what? Thank you guys for distracting me and scaring me. You should put a rail up, though. Not safe. Oh, my goodness. Alright. Now I talk to all these motherfuckers and...
Greetings, citizen.
No?
Give them all
How can I illuminate you?
their stuff.
I don't know. Is this getting annoying yet? Are you putting me out of my misery now?
Jeez, Mikey. You're,
You've been seeing the other.
Muggy, I don't feel bad for you.
You require some addition.
I guess, you know what, since you're here, I might as well only heal myself. Like, you know, it's like stopping at the Pokemon Center. Yeah, might as well freaking do it.
You've been working with that.
You've been working with that biological poop.
Might I be of service?
No, you can't. Alright.
Would pretend to say otherwise. I remind sir that it...
What the fuck? I haven't done any crafting, but if we go to here, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yes. Wait.
is a waste
No. Not both on me, do I? No, it's
Says that Outremont are precisely less than it is
it's the other ones in here.
Would pretend to say otherwise.
Yeah.
I remind sir that it is a waste room.
What the fuck is this thing going on about? Why did I get the crafting in this place? Yes, I do that. And K9 into Fido. He takes 44 eggs. And he is... I guess I'm leveling up again? I don't know what I've done to deserve this. And he is, he's a scary looking dog. Field research. Alright. So I think, did I get them all? Yes, I got them all in his. And now, it's almost time to head down. Well, actually, it is time. Jeez, Fido. It's time to head down to the Forbidden Zone. But first, we're going to talk to Dr. Klein and tell him that we have acquired the technologies. You know, for doing stuff for 4 days, I've done a lot, I'd say.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yay, I got them.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Alright, good.
Yes, yes. Yes, No, I mean yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know? I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out. Yes, that's what I believe I said. I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves. I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Seems very biological, don't it, Klein?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
I don't know if I want it to be. You guys are kind of like assholes. I kind of like none of you.
Might I be of service?
Well, before we go to there, I'm gonna start selling some things, like all this crap, this axe, and this protonic versal axe, and this single shotgun sledgehammer, and the super sledge. I guess I can't sell the super sledge. Give me 12mm rounds, 20 gauge, 12 gauge. Look, I'm trying. I'm trying, okay. Well, I just took all his caps anyways, whatever. And then I'm gonna put the sterilizer glove away. Another shovel. Why not? And put this away, and put some of these away, and put like all but 2 of those away. I don't really care about that many. And here we will put this. The cowl, hazmat suit.
Wanna push my button?
And then here, shut up, don't talk to me. Put you here, put you. Okay. And then we will head to the Forbidden Zone. Holy shit, I have did not realize the layer was that fucking gun. I told you, it's an awesome gun, but it just gets worn down.
Tail rocket.
Oh shit. Drone control. Go, drone. Rats. Ah! Good. Yeah, so if you couldn't tell, the Robo-Scorpion is going to kill you with radiation rather than just straight up shoot you to death. He's going to shoot you with rads. Well, then you'll just die and turn into a ghoul. And you could fight him, but don't you want to do it the cool sciencey way of hacking? You like to do the hacking way. He's got 2,000 health. Good lord. That is a lot of hit points. so many that I don't care for. Is he still fighting those drones? What the fuck? My strategy of just randomly pushing buttons until I'm in the system has worked perfectly.
Violence on you.
Go this way. Gets nothing there. I can get the emergency shutdown too. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a bit. Okay. This one, I guess you could say, is going to be very hard. Never mind. As soon as I got the joke out, the game decided it was enough. Alright, let's just shut it down. And just like that, the giant Robo-Scorpion has been defeated. And I level up once more. No, I won't be putting anything into stupid-ass survival. Why would I? Let's just do... I've been thinking of... Oh, yeah, actually, man. Oh, I'm doing like 100 hits for... Well, that would have went... Well, that would have went just fine. I don't know why I need to resort to that.
Scanning.
What kind of loot you got for us? There you got a layer on you? Hell yeah. There's not even that much radiation out there. Alright. It's time to confront Mobius and figure out what the hell is going on. It's gonna be epic, guys, I swear. Hey, Mobius.
Hmm? Yo! Hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat? I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes. Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break. Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition. I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well. I find things curious as well. Go on. Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts. Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you? Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do. Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming. Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then the radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail. Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
He was quite professional.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do. Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host. There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts. Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats.
Dr. Moby said
In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation... I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly. Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate.
At least you tried, Mobius.
Oh well, at least I tried.
Yeah, exactly.
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
I think we're misremembering that, Mobius, but sure, whatever.
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Alright, Mobius, I'll see you later.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Nice to level up, too. Good. Well, we've learned a lot about...
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Had them all removed.
Okay, thanks, Mobius. If we look around, there's that. I believe it's around here somewhere. Or is it down? Or is it down here? Mobius, you need to get some lighting in here, dude. Like, oh, I see it. Yeah.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again? Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, Dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are. Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand. Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it? Indeed, quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it? I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us. Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share. Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning? Now that you mention it, I do miss that lovely rat-a-tat-boom a bit. It's just not the same without a body to feel the recoil. What's the next step? Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is coming out of its jar! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
So, yeah, you then get, your brain. Interesting. Also, now that we have this, we can do this.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Alright, let's head back to the sink and the think tank and let's put our brain back in our body and fucking end the shit with the think tank. Because I have had it to hear with them. You couldn't see it. But imagine I was holding my hand up fairly high. But again, you couldn't see that. I didn't even do it, I'll be honest with you guys. Well,
You got some plans for me.
Yeah, take the seat, bro. Let me talk to you. Excuse me.
What's that?
What's your purpose? And then... Okay. Alright. And that should be it for that. So, now it's time to just use the old world blues.
You require some additional...
Yeah, I'd like, cardiac arrest perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies show you're less resistant to poison, and your robot's only somewhat confused by you. But on the bright side, it becomes twice as effective. Whee!
You require some additional...
Yeah, I'd like, put my spine back in, please. Reinforced spine perk. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies mean your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage to those bonuses have doubled.
Forceps.
Excellent. Now,
Nurse.
it's time to
Today's got a
confront
severe
the think tank.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible. You speak the truth, and the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here? That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm. Partner with you, my foe, my rival, my foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
And with that, we have put the problem to rest and have finished Old World Blues.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations, had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic, dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
You have lost the brainless perk. Hold on, I might have. No, I did. Hold on. No, we're good. I did hit the button on the back of my mic. You've lost the brainless perk. You gained the big brain perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled. That's good, but you are now only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%. Nice. You acquired the Big Mountain Transponge. Blah, 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 blah. It's capable of transport. Yeah, we can go back and forth. It's better than the end of in Fallout 3. What the fuck's the alien DLC called? Mothership Zeta. Where the guy just walks up to you. In the fight, I think somebody pushed a button, and now, you can just go down. No, please, yes. Yeah, why did I level up twice? We're almost at level cap already. Good God. But yes, this has been Old World Blues. God, doesn't he look great? Shut the fuck up. This has been Old World Blues. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.